Okay, guys, it's the Champions League again. I'm not feeling terribly hopeful, so let's see what we can do, shall we? What's up, guys? ChasingLamely here with episode number 96 of Passport to Poland, and today we're playing Rosenborg in the Champions League, the first leg of the third qualifying round. Still a few rounds to go before we get back to the groups, so we'll see how that goes. Looking at the schedule, though, since we played Vardar in the last episode, we drew with Pogon and we were absolutely awful. Such a bad all-round performance. I don't know how to get anything out of this team right now. It's driving me slightly mad. But yeah, otherwise not a lot to talk about. I think there were no transfers in the last week or so, but I've done things since then. So you know, memory hazy. Let's just have a quick check just to make sure. Oh, we let Oli Aguilar go on loan to Zaglevi. Jason Campbell and Fraser Hornby finally left the club, like we talked about in the last episode. And Christofine's gone out on loan. I think Ramirez and Ambrose have also gone since the last episode. And this guy Linus Samidi joined, but he's just a 16-year-old German who might develop, might not, but he's going to go sit in the under-18s, and we'll see what comes of him. So pretty straightforward, pretty basic, pretty good stuff. Right, so we're the favourites, because Sterling, I put him back in the squad, but he's also got food poisoning, so there is that. I'm just making sure I haven't missed anyone out of the team selection. I don't think I've needed to mess around with this at all over the last few episodes. Well, over the last few games, but I'll just have a quick check. We'll put Nick Francis back in at right back, because I don't see why we wouldn't. With him available, Klaus Bang is unhappy at the moment because I wouldn't sell him to, I think it was Sevilla or Valencia put in an offer for him, and the offer was something stupid. It was like 2.5 million. I paid 5 3/4 for him. I'm not selling him for 2.5 million when he's been playing for us regularly. He had a bit of a hissy fit, and I said that if we got a bit of 11 million for him, I'd let him go. So let's see how that goes. I don't want to let him go, but I also don't want him being a grumpy git round the club. So that's going to be the thing. Team is largely unchanged. Wilson, Francis, Stewart, Bang, Shihak, Klima, Ribeiro, Jordao, Liss, Lopez and Sindelar, with Diego, who's still not fully match fit, but he's slowly getting there. Pleshko, Wozniak, Havel, Bojalski, Black and Dostalek on the bench. Probably a little defensive heavy, but we'll make it work somehow, I guess. Right, let's get into the game. Let's see if we can get a result against Rosenborg, with our form in the league at least being pretty terrible. So I don't know how this is going to go. I feel like we might steal like a 1-0 in this game, and then we just have to really hope we can defend in the away leg. That's very pink. It's very pink on my eyes. Any big names there we recognise? Dyer, I guess Nicholas Dyer, is he a big name? Probably in Denmark. Yeah, probably in Denmark or Norway. He's probably fairly well known, but you know, not here. They've got a guy called Russ on a yellow card. I guess it's probably, I would say Romanian. So Romanian international in the team. Otherwise, a very young team, a lot of regens in there. So we'll see how it goes. Who's this guy? Rinna. Jakob Rinna, Swedish goalkeeper who plays for Aalborg in real life. He's been around a little bit. Very Scandinavian based, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Like I say, Rosenborg might be good enough to actually hurt us. Everyone looks stressed, which is nice. That's why I like a stressed goalkeeper going into the game. Jordao is the captain because I don't know. Nick Francis has finally become a wonder kid. He wasn't a wonder kid when we signed him, but he's now classed as a wonder kid, which is good. I say when we signed him, he's been on loan for a couple of seasons. That means we've got, what, 4, 5 in the squad now? That's not a bad return. I've got one on the bench even. I don't know why he's on the bench. I probably should have thought that through. Valdemar Liss with a corner. Sindelar at the back post heads it over the bar. And good early pressure. We're dominating possession in the opening 5 minutes. I've had 3 shots already as well, which is pretty good. Maybe my misgivings were ill-founded. Maybe we can get something out of this after all. Sindelar probably wasn't fit enough to start the game, judging by how things are going, but we'll we'll make it work somehow. Let's do a creative shout, see if we can get some performance out of the boys. Any performance out of the boys really, because they've not really been performing at all over the last few games. They've been scraping results but not performing. As Francis picks up the ball now, he's been taken out by Dyer, and now they're going to attack us. This is a very pink kit. It's a bit painful on the eyes. Nielsen's through, and Nielsen hits the post. Frankly, Wilson should have been coming to him, but he didn't, and Shihak hacks it clear. And now we're going to get a whole run of highlights from them. You just feel it. Jordao heads it to Ribeiro. Ribeiro has space. What's he going to do with it? Plays it out to Lopez. Lopez could go for it here. He's not going to cut it back because we know strikers on FM don't cut the ball back. So we've got ourselves a corner, and Waldemar List, the Polish Messi, is going to take the corner. What can he do? Crosses it in. What's he got to give? Nothing. But Jordao is there on the edge of the box. Can Jordao find someone useful? Stewart, let's not keep going backwards. But we're going to keep going backwards. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic work, guys. We're really proud of the achievements we're doing so far today. Just poor. So poor. I'm tempted to send in Pleshko. Don't know how sending in a defender is going to help. My brain just said send in Pleshko. It's because I'm well aware he's a top player and he's not currently on the pitch. I wish we had Darren Mitchell for this game, but of course we couldn't get him back on loan from Wolverhampton, and our assistant manager has absolutely done a absolute nightmare of a team talk. If that keeps happening, he's going to need a new job, because I'll replace him. Jordao to Klima, ball across to Francis. Francis could get a cross in here. He could. He's just going to give it away to Dyer. Of course he is. Excellent performance. Good work. And now Nielsen's going to run at us, and our defenders couldn't care less. Someone needs to do something. Luckily, Bradley Wilson was awake, because Klaus Bang was not. And Klaus Bang's little hissy fit might be something that's going to get him taken off anyway. I might just send him to the reserves if he keeps playing like that. Don't know how you expect a team to pay 11 million for you if you can't perform. Just that's nothing happening. There's nothing good going on here. Lopez is just being dire. I'm going to demand more as soon as I have the ability to do so, because frankly this has been atrocious. Right, we're an hour into the game. I'm going to take Lopez off because he's done nothing thus far. We'll see if David Havel can maybe give us something more, and I feel like Francis and Shihak are going to have to come off at some point in the near future, because neither of them are performing. Klaus Bang's only going to survive the game because Francis and Shihak just seem to tire out too easily. Let's do that. Let's take Francis off. It's going to tell me to put Pleshko in there. I don't know who it'll tell me to use as left back because, you know, weird. We'll use Dave Black as left back today. Why not? Bit of a problem not having Reece Devine registered for the squad, but what I've done is sort of pick the more versatile defenders where all things were equal. Obviously, Reece Devine can only play left back, although he does do it very well. That was a poor free kick, and now Paciencia is going to run at us, but David Havel has managed to pick the ball back up for us. Can he find anyone? He finds Dave Black, the other sub, on to Waldemar List, back to Black, back to List. Where are we going? Back to Black. I feel like I'm shilling for Amy Winehouse. Jordao, Black, back to Jordao, back to Black. Come on, let's do something more than passing it to Dave Black. He's not going to achieve much. Sindelar to List. Waldemar List has a pop, and Waldemar List, the Polish Messi, is obviously getting very, very frustrated with how things are going right now. He's got a corner. Can he find a head? Not quite. Narrowly misses Sindelar. We've got another corner though. Waldemar List will take it again. I'm going to ask for some creativity. I'm going to ask for something. Maybe a push forward, actually. Let's try a push forward. Crossed in. What can we get? David Havel at the back post just heads it wide. Oh, this is not going well at all. We're going to get a 0-0 draw here. I can feel it. I can feel the 0-0 coming as Pleshko takes the throw in. Havel with the ball inside. Finds Ribeiro. Ribeiro with the ball to Liss. Liss back to Klima. Back to Ribeiro. Back to Klima. We're going to need more than this. More than this. Pleshko. Back to Klima again, and Plesh goes back on the ball. And someone needs to do something here. Klima to anyone, please. That's going to be a free kick. That's got to be a red card, surely. It's going to be his second yellow, and that's time for me to go very, very attacking. See if we can take advantage of this situation. Are we going to get a chance to just push forward? Push forward. All we can do is push forward and just see if we can overload them get ourselves a goal. They're all frustrated by being told to push forward, but frankly, I've told you to go very attacking as well. This shouldn't be a complicated process. I need something to happen, anything to happen, anything at all. Creativity, something useful. I'll take anything useful at this point. Rina with a goal kick. He's going to hold on to this for as long as possible. Let's hope we punish him for this by just getting ahead to it, getting the ball forward, and hopefully getting something to carry into the second leg, because I feel like we are going to struggle in Norway. Black, ball forward to Sindelar. Sindelar's through. Thomas Sindelar gets his third of the season, and that's a 1-0 very late in the game. Very, very late in the game. Oh. We were lucky that was such a poor goal kick. Such a poor goal kick. It was nowhere near any of his players. And Sindelar just plays it across the keeper and into the back bottom corner. The far bottom corner, I should say. And that should secure a victory, a narrow victory. 26 shots, 9 on target, which is just wasteful anyway. But only get 1 goal. Absolutely ridiculously poor. Such a poor performance. Kovalyov doesn't want to address anything far now. For now, I'm going to say I'm far from pleased, because I am far from pleased. I don't know if we're going to get anything from, from Kovalyov on the individual talk, because he just doesn't seem to care. Right, so I think that's going to be the end of the episode. We've played a game. That tends to be what happens. I'll go through those in a second. In terms of the league table right now, it doesn't really matter because we're only 3 or 4 games in. But we're currently sitting 7th, and you can see just how bad our form has been. We've got 4 points from 3. This time last year, I think we had 9. Or we were, we look like we were in the running for something, and we don't right now. We look like we're in the running for a mid-table performance, which means the club vision is probably not great. Let's just see what the club vision is saying for us. Performance-wise, we are going to be on when it finally reveals itself. Come on, we can do it. A B-. Reach the playoff in the Champions Cup is our minimum. We've got to win the Ekstraklasse and win the FA Cup, and they luckily didn't care about the Super Cup, so that's going to be a thing. Right, let's wrap this up. There's still some money to spend. I could still faff with this a little bit if I wanted to. Even if I said, I'll spend 20 grand a week on a player I could spend 3.5 mil, that's good. That's good to know. But hey, let's leave that for if I find a player I want. So, thanks for watching, guys. As always, I've been ChasingLamely. Hit the Twitter, Insta, and Patreon at the bottom, and like and subscribe for more FM content and other stuff, I guess. And eventually I will sort this camera out because it's really annoying me that I can't remember where it is. I'm so used to it being up there, I can't remember it's down here. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I've been ChasingLamely. Have a good one.